Welcome back to Clutch Takes, and today I'll be talking about the 2020 World Juniors All-Team and what their futures look like in the NHL. Before we start, press subscribe, turn on post notifications, as well as click the like button. Let's try to get to 15 likes on this video if we can. I also wanted to mention that 92% of you guys are not subscribed and watching the videos, so if you're watching my video for the first time, subscribe so you don't miss out on any new content. The first player I'd like to talk about is Samuel Fagmo, as he led the tournament in goals and points. He also had a whopping 41 shots. He was definitely a surprise to me, as I did not expect him to do this well. I thought he'd be alright. I'm not taking anything away from him, but a spot that could have been there instead of him on the all-team could have been Niels Hoglander, as he was insane and explosive. But for Samuel Fagmo, he'll definitely get an opportunity once eventually called up to the Kings, as with Kopitar signed long-term and their need for goal scoring in any offense whatsoever, he could get a chance to play on Kopitar's wing, and who knows, maybe they have some magic in their dynamic pair. Keeping it in Sweden, easily the best defenseman of the tournament, Rasmus Sandeen, prospect for the Toronto Maple Leafs, having 10 points, including a 4-point game against Russia when he squared off against Alexander Romanov, I'll talk about later. But Rasmus Sandeen will definitely get his chance in the NHL, if not this season, as he's already had a brief stint, but he could get called back up as the Leafs are pretty weak on defense and can use him. And new coach Sheldon Keefe has coached him before with the Marlies and was playing him 30 minutes per night. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got called up this season, and he definitely has a great career ahead of him. With 3 of the Leafs being on expiring contracts, being Ceci, Muzzin, and Barry, he'll definitely get a huge opportunity next year, and with his cheap entry-level deal, he'll definitely be a core part of the Leafs defense for many years to come. The other player on the all-team is Alexander Romanov, as he had another great tournament, and this is actually his second time being on the all-team, as he was on it last year in 2019. And for the Montreal Canadiens, who he's drafted by, this is a very encouraging sign, as the Montreal Canadiens have been desperately looking for help on the left side of D. They signed Ben Sherratt in the offseason, and they traded for Marco Scandella just recently. But those are not long-term solutions. They need a stud on the left side to pair with Weber and Petrie on the right. And Romanov looks like he can be the answer, as he's young, he's played shutdown D, and he can move the puck. So I feel like this is a perfect fit for Montreal, and I feel like he'll have a great future, possibly playing on the first pair of Weber. The goalie for the all-team is Joel Hofer, as he stole the show after Nico Dawes was underperforming, and he honestly stepped in and did a great job, as he looked really calm and sound in the net. He almost looked like a veteran in there. Like a lot of the goalies in this tournament, they can look shaky or wild, but Joel Hofer looked really solid in my opinion. And with the St. Louis Blues already having Jordan Binnington, Joel Hofer can be possibly used as a trade chip. I know you don't usually trade young players like this, but him being blocked by a goalie like Binnington, I don't know when he'll ever see the net. I mean, they can possibly split time, but I feel like they can maximize his value by trade. So there's a lot of teams looking out for a goalie, and I feel like he'll be a perfect fit for a trade. The next player on the list is Barrett Hatin, prospect for the Arizona Coyotes, the man who scored the tying goal to make it feel real for Canada and make this comeback possible. And without him scoring this goal, obviously Canada doesn't win gold. So Barrett Hatin, he was the captain of Team Canada, and he was a great leader, as most players would miss the game with the injury he had the game prior, but he didn't want to miss this game for the world. And I feel like this shows the character and personality of Barrett Hatin. And I feel like he'll give Arizona that long-needed, potent offense, as Arizona's been a low-scoring team for a long time. And I feel like adding a player like Barrett Hatin finally gives them a sexy player in their lineup to lead them into the playoffs and actually do some damage, as teams will be more scared and cautious of them, especially if they can keep Taylor Hall. Lastly on the list is Alexis Lafreniere. After he missed 2 games with his knee injury, he came back in miraculous fashion and was easily the best player in the tournament when healthy, as he showed off his great skills. As he throws his body around, he can make great plays and he can finish. He's undoubtedly the number 1 pick in the draft, and whoever drafts him will be lucky to have him, as I feel he's a generational talent and the best first overall pick since McDavid, to be honest. And Ottawa must be licking their chops, as they have their pick and San Jose's pick. But whoever drafts him, if it's not Ottawa, then they're going to have a great player. That'll do it for the video. Please give me your opinion on how you feel these players will do as they progress throughout their career. If you made it this far, you're a true fan and I appreciate it. And again, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you guys next time.